Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Caiaphas Cain, my Jedi Knight, and we are doing an interlude part now that we're finally into the third story arc of the Jedi Knight storyline. We need a bit of time to ourselves, I believe, after the events of the last part, most definitely. And what better way to take a moment for ourselves than to kill some Imperials? So we are here to answer a call on the emergency response channel. Let's find out what's going on, shall we?
This is Carrick Station, responding to Emergency Command Protocol Core Star.
Good. Listen carefully. 19 hours ago, we lost contact with the Jedi Enclave on Renal. The Republic Patrol frigate Toran Vok went to investigate. The vessel's crew reported the Enclave had been slaughtered. No survivors. As we were speaking, the Toran Vok came under heavy fire. Its captain only had enough time to transmit images of a Sith warship before he and his vessel were destroyed.
If we got a unique signature reading on that Sith attacker, we can hunt it down.
Our one consolation is that the enemy vessel is unique. It's a ship design that hasn't been seen in decades. 3 hours ago, we intercepted a coded transmission from Darth Malgus to the Sith Dark Council. Stand by.
The destruction of Lord Senu's fortress was but a prelude. Our enemy intends to purge the Empire of any Sith who lacks pure blood. Darth Ikaral will continue to attack both our positions and the Republic until he is stopped.
What do we know about this renegade Sith?
He was a famous leader who left the Empire seeking remnants of a pure-blooded Sith over 70 years ago. It seems he found them. We cannot wait for the Empire to clean up this mess. Darth Ikaral's warship was just detected near Chandrila, a major agricultural world. If that insane Sith destroys our food production centers, billions will starve.
I was too late to save Euphrates from Darth Angral. I won't fail a second time.
The failure at Euphrates was not yours, but you understand what's at stake. The data logs on Darth Ikaral's warship contain decades of valuable strategic data we desperately need, and you've proven capable of capturing any vessel. Our fleet is on its way to Chandrila. Rendezvous in the attack shuttle I've commissioned at Carrick Station. Defeat Darth Ikaral. Take his ship.
I can sense the strain you're under, Master. Were you close to someone at the Jedi Enclave that was destroyed?
I sensed the deaths of many Jedi, all at once. The last time I felt that was when the temple on Coruscant was destroyed. Hurry to your shuttle. May the Force be with you.
And we'll be doing this in veteran mode, of course.
Leaving.
The Red Reaper actually isn't too bad of a flashpoint. It is actually one of the few flashpoints that I've tried that I know I can complete solo with a companion. As once you hit level 80, I found a way to get some reasonable items from that flashpoint. Oh dear. But no, we'll be doing it with a full party. We, of course, are going to be playing as our infiltration shadow. Is there anything we need to mention before we jump into the party finder? We are 4 levels away from getting our final jump on the discipline tree. We haven't looked at kinetic combat for quite some time. I'm going to have to look back at that. And I may also look at the DPS combat styles, or disciplines I should say, of the Guardian as well. Play around with some various other combat mechanics, I suppose. But for now, let's get ourselves set up. We are looking for the Red Reaper. Ah, there it is. Hopefully it won't take us too long to find a party. How are our companions doing right now? So we just had Sergeant Rusk join us, as well as Lord Scourge. As the Emperor's personal executioner, the grimly fatalistic Lord Scourge has personally killed more than 100 Jedi, and 10 times as many Sith. Even the most powerful members of the Dark Council avoid offending the man bearing the title, the Emperor's Wrath. Lord Scourge has dutifully served the Empire for over 300 years, his life unnaturally prolonged by perverse technology and his master's dark side powers. Centuries spent watching his fellow Sith Lords rise and fall has given Lord Scourge a unique perspective on people. He can analyze someone's flaws after only a brief observation, and freely shares his perceptions, whether they're wanted or not. So he likes using power against the weak. Power, anger, revenge, and spite. He dislikes greed, acts of mercy, Jedi, and Republic authorities. So, we need to dock with an orbital station, and from there transfer ourselves via the airlock on board the Red Reaper. Now, there are some enemies which will automatically spawn in. Otherwise, you can avoid quite a few of the fights here. We have a Sage, a Guardian, and oh, it's a full Jedi army. Well, Jedi party, I should say. Oh, and I got myself stuck. We have no choice but to really fight this group. We didn't really want to fight them here, though. Oh, dear. Oh, well. Nothing for it. Oh. And we made more friends. I mean, we can... no, we can't disengage from combat. Oh, well. You can't use elevators while in combat, so... God, where's the other enemy? Oh, there's someone in the wall somewhere. There you go. I might as well activate another experience booster. And into the airlock we go. I don't think we can avoid this fight at all. Unfortunately, I think we need to fight them all. Yeah. Okay, we're up to the first boss, Lord Curus. Very good. Now we need to get ourselves up to the command deck. We're gonna have to get into a fight here, unfortunately. If we had scavenging, we could repair that droid, but... I don't know if we can... yeah. There we are. Skip one fight at the very least. Spinning through the cargo deck here. They can slice their way through and I'll just sneak my way through. Okay, up to the command deck. But the next boss, the SV-3 Eradicator. To deal with this boss before we can gain control of the vessel. Okay. Boss fight now. Now, these pylons can be changed from blue to red. It has a blue beam and a red beam. Its attack can be empowered or weakened. Take control of the ship.
I will speak only once. You are bold to venture aboard this ship, and you are a fool to seek confrontation. The age of the Republic and the Jedi is over.
Now, I think the enemies reset here. Darth Icaral has taken control of the ship from the Sith Sanctum. God damn it. I was waiting for that sage to come a bit closer. This is where a lot of the pure-blooded Sith are still held in stasis in these Kolto tanks. We can choose to leave them contained or to destroy their containment fields. Or we could just leave them alone. Let's just leave the console. We'll let the Republic decide what to do with them. Heading further through the Sanctum here. I think we need to fight the next group, unfortunately. Sneak around the outside, put you to sleep. I'm gonna put the Mystic to sleep. Now we can fight this group. Come on. Oh, well, that also works. And now we have a sacrifice. Who will be the sacrifice? We have these two Crusaders. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Who's it gonna be? Oh, no one. Okay. Normally someone always gets knocked into the chasm there. And up to Darth Icaral himself in his meditation chamber. Again, have to watch out. He has a nasty knockback. He summoned his friends. Oh, really? Ah, there you go. Go. Just gonna grab some ancient knowledge. Can use to it reduces the damage we take. So falls Darth Icaral.
This is Master Satil Shan receiving your signal. Well done. Rendezvous at Carrick Station for debriefing.
Ah, that's us complete. We don't even need to be debriefed. This quest auto completes. Ah, lovely. That went rather well. What did we get as a reward? Some more crafting materials. Pretty decent earpiece. Why not? Ooh. Huh. Did it actually? 2 seconds. Oh. Ah, one stalker and one survivor. I wondered if, yeah, we actually... So this armor here, this Mark IV armor, if we had multiple pieces of it, it would increase... It would actually enhance some of our abilities. Interesting. I thought it got rid of all of this gear stacking ability. It used to be a thing at level 75 when level 75 was the maximum level. The whole idea with the end game was being able to choose gear which would be able to enhance your particular class and your particular discipline. And then level 80 gearing changed all of that all over again. Get ourselves back on board the Defender, and we'll spend a little bit of time getting to know our companions once again. I'm not sure if they'll actually officially mention it as part of the Jedi Knight storyline. They might, at a certain point, but with the other major story arcs, or at least a fair few of them, you are basically told that the Treaty of Coruscant has been made, basically, yeah, it's no more, it's been torn up, and that the Galactic Republic declares war on the Sith Empire. Whereas it seems we were, at the time, occupied with the Emperor drowning us in his dark side influence. Okay, so let us speak to our companions in the order we've recruited them. Why not? Oh, you succeeded.
I knew you'd come through, T7. Any idea if this Imperial spy is still active? I'm sensing a pattern here, T7.
Okay, so T7 managed to locate the Imperial spy within the Republic bureaucracy. This Ekhorn of House Bayless. It seems he was also killed in the same method that Shafu was killed as well. An explosion in his ship while in orbit of a world. Interesting. Oh, we'll let T7 continue that mystery. Let's have a word with Kira, shall we? There's many things we still need to talk to Kira about. Possibly about what we encountered on the Emperor's Fortress.
Know what gets me? Wasting all our time blowing up bad guys. Imagine how much better the galaxy would be if we focused on helping the needy, not fighting Sith.
Until the Sith are defeated, there's only so much we can do.
Not arguing that, just planning for the future. It's time Jedi got political. Letting senators run the Republic? Not working out. We get the big picture, have the power to make things better. We should have control. Tell me I'm wrong.
There's a good reason Jedi stay out of politics. We can't afford to compromise our ideals.
What if the Republic's how it is because the Jedi won't take charge? What if a little compromise is exactly what's needed? No point running for office until the war's over. Let's go win it already.
I was gonna say, yeah, Kira's getting a bit political there. Interesting. Alright, we'll leave her for now. Even though I'm sure she has more to say. Let's see how Doc's getting further settled in.
I need the Jedi Council's hollow frequency. Old Doc's gonna have a chat with your bosses. This code you people follow has you wrapped up tighter than the Emperor's shorts. It's not healthy. In my professional experience, enjoying life on a regular basis dramatically reduces your chances of falling to the dark side.
How exactly would indulging myself lead me away from the dark side?
That's like swallowing tiny doses of poison for an extended period. Eventually, you develop a tolerance. I'm glad I'm around to keep things lively. The ship would be way too serious without me.
To be fair, the doc has a point. A lot of Jedi don't have a lot of experience with, I suppose, what you could call real life. Being very sheltered. Quite a few of them probably never leave the Jedi Temple.
Life of a combat medic. Long hours, grueling work. Patients bleeding all over your nice clothes. I'm not complaining. Nothing beats the look of gratitude from someone whose life you just saved. But it gets distracting when beautiful patients fall in love with you. I mean, lots of ethical dilemmas, you know.
How often do combat medics meet beautiful women?
Why do you think I took the job? I figured Jedi have the same problem. You must have admirers lined up from one end of the galaxy to the other.
Jedi have no interest in gaining admirers, or being admired.
You don't know what you're missing. Just imagine how popular we'll be after we knock the Sith Empire into a black hole. If I were you, I'd get some extra sleep now.
I like how you just whispered that. Lovely. We'll speak to you again. Let's have a chat with Sergeant Rusk.
Master Jedi, the defeat of the Sith Empire is easily the most ambitious mission I've ever been given. In fact, the odds of surviving a battle against the Emperor himself are almost zero. I'm looking forward to this more than any other assignment I have ever had.
That's unexpected. Why exactly?
I've been waiting my whole life for a chance to deliver a decisive victory to the Republic. If I may say so, the Jedi Order's discipline, self-sacrifice, and devotion to duty are a model for all citizens. It will be an honor to serve with you.
Oh god, he truly is a patriot.
I'm honored to serve on such an important mission. Victory or death.
Let's just stay with victory, shall we?
I thank you for your trust, Jedi. I might not have given mine so freely were our positions reversed.
Tell me more about this vision. What makes someone like you bow to me?
As I told your council, the Emperor's plan is not to rule the galaxy, but to consume it. I've devoted centuries to stopping him. For a time, I worked with the greatest of your Jedi heroes, Revan and the Jedi Exile. But they did not have the strength to complete their task.
That's quite a claim.
You will find no proof. I hid my association with them well. Nonetheless, I was their ally in the shadows, helping them oppose my Lord Emperor. Until my vision. Jedi, shining with the Force, lined up to destroy him. All were swept aside. Revan and the Exile were cast at my feet. Then, out of the shadows, one Jedi emerged to cut the Emperor down. That Jedi wore your face.
I hadn't even been born yet.
I waited 300 years for your birth. When I saw your face on Quesh, in the vision, I bowed to you and took a crown from the Emperor's head. It ended when you held his power in your hands.
Held his power in our hands.
We have no time to waste. Be done with this.
Held his power in our hands. Interesting. One last thing before we decide to take a break. Let's see if Bengal Moore, if anyone else has actually sent any more holo recordings. No, not so far. Okay. Maybe he only was going to record 2 of them. Okay. What we'll do is we'll take a break here. When we come back, I'm going to be open and honest, we're going to be doing another interlude part. As I believe, and I did look briefly ahead at this. Kira may have something to ask of us. So I think we'll do a couple of space missions, and then have another chat with Kira. But that's the plan in any event. Thank you for joining me with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.